But tomorrow is the PlayStation Classic.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I tweeted out, I was like, who's still getting one? And
I'm in.
I think there were 2 yeses and 3,000 no's.
Now,
Is it just because of the 50 frames per second thing?
I think so.
I think there's so many things. I think they lost a lot of people at just the game selection.
Mm-hmm.
I think to narrow it to only 20 games, you were going to lose out on, it's like the Super Nintendo Classic. They could have 20 games because those 20
So dense.
are going to be like, hey, we got Final Fantasy. They got all the Mario games. They got Donkey Kong Country. They got
have 20?
It only has
on the SNES?
20, 21.
And what does the NES have, 30?
I think it did.
And then the SNK or the Neo Geo has 40. So, yeah, and PlayStation's coming in with 20.
I think I was talking with Derek about it the other day, and I don't think there's any one thing that makes it like, oh, fuck, this sucks. It's just there's so many cut corners that it feels like, did you care? Like, what happened? Like,
well, for me,
I was just gonna say the Kotaku review of it. There's a guy, Chris Kohler, who I've met at 1,000 different things. I've known him for a long time. He's a great writer, and he wrote one line that said it so well. He was like, "This is someone giving you an original Picasso in a $9 frame." You know what I mean? It's like the games are all here.
Yeah.
Like the
Corners
games are good.
cut, though. Yeah.
The games are good, but it's like, really? What? Yeah. Why couldn't you just, so anyway.
Well, they were fucked, I feel like. Because, with Nintendo can put their own games on it.
Yeah.
And it's going to sell like crazy.
And that's all they need to do.
Sony, they have to get...
party.
Yeah, they get third-party games. And if you don't get the right third party... It's like...
Yeah, they're at the mercy of that.
If Konami says no, then you're fucked,
Because to me, it's inconceivable it doesn't have Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
Again, Konami had their own plan, and they just put out a Castlevania thing, so they don't want it on there, probably.
That makes sense,
yeah.
They put, Metal Gear 1. I mean, it has heavy hitters. It's not all bad. But like some of the heavy hitters have the PAL 50 hertz frame rate.
They don't run as smooth.
What?
It's like,
so your TV in the US refreshes at 60 hertz a second, which is faster than 50. Yes. And it's not going to play the way you remember. That's what people are concerned.
Yeah, the PAL versions are 50 hertz instead of 60. So it's like, so it's a lesser version that we're getting.
Then weird. It's like, why didn't you get the US ROMs for that? Like, it's
I'm the kind of person that won't probably bother that much, but it's still just like, why? Like, why weren't these the definitive versions? That's what I love about the SNES Classic.
Yeah.
Like everything looks crisp and clear, and it's the best version. And that's what's great about it is like, hey, Final Fantasy VI looks so good on my HD TV. That's the best it will look, and I'm going to play it on that. And like this PlayStation thing, it's like not the best versions. It's like, what are we doing?
All I would love if they put out like a PlayStation Classic or PlayStation HD is just give me something I can put PS1 games inside. Like something that's crisp and shoots out in HD. Yeah. I know like they aren't there yet with that kind of hardware because these are all like emulation boxes, but like they announced it and was like, can you open up and put discs in? No. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Hyper
they had it. It was called PS3.
Yeah. And then all of those like those PS Fats are dead and dying. I keep trying to get new ones and they just die so fast.
Yeah.
Hyperkin just put out an HD cable for Xbox and an HD cable for Dreamcast. So I'm hoping to do PS2 stuff. But I like that there's so many, like the market for retro gaming proved by the classics is growing that I think we're going to have more options for old school shit.
Yeah. I definitely think so.
Save your software.
I'm still getting the PlayStation Classic. Because I'm not getting it as this kind of definitive thing. Like, I want to just fuck around with it and talk about it on here.
Yeah.
And like, so whatever. Like, that's where my allegiance with it lies. But I'm bummed that it didn't have the care that maybe it could have.
But this is also their first kind of classic collection.
Yeah.
Nintendo been doing the virtual console and curating that for a generation now. Sony's always kind of been lagging behind. So this is their first thing. Maybe it's not a failure, but maybe their next one. PS2 Classic, 10 years from now. Who knows?
Yeah, hopefully.
I think you'll probably see the Nintendo 64 one next year. I can't imagine they wouldn't.
That'd be so sick.
Pilot Wings, finally.
Yeah,
20 games though. What's it going to come in under?
See, that's the thing.
Because as you get more advanced with graphics, you can fit less, or supposedly they can probably fit
they can
whatever
just
they
fill
want.
it with like 6 Madden games and just buff that out.
But as you get bigger with the games, you can theoretically include less. as we get up there in the consoles.
And I would see it being less. But.
So, I mean, would a PS2 and an N64 be ridiculous if they only had 10?
No.
Cool.
Have a good 10.
Yeah, but a good 10 for us,
for N64.
a good 10 for us is not so much a good 10 for someone else.
True, but honestly, all they need to have is Mario and Ocarina of Time, and then I got it.
I'll give you the 10 right now. Mario, Ocarina of Time, Smash Brothers.
Okay.
Maybe Donkey Kong 64.
Mario Kart.
Maybe.
That was a stinker.
Mario. Did I already say Mario Kart?
No.
No, Mario Kart.
Mario
would be
Kart
great,
is an
obviously.
absolute must.
Yeah.
I would love Bomberman 64, whatever. Star Fox 64.
Perfect
Smash
Dark.
Brothers, fuck it, just put it.
I already said Smash.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Did you say Perfect Dark though?
Majora's Mask has to do Majora's
yeah.
Mask.
GoldenEye.
Yeah.
The chat said.
GoldenEye.
Just a
But
scratch.
they won't get that.
Yeah,
But
they
why?
won't.
Why not?
It'll be a licensing thing.
Yeah.
Like,
But-
don't you think
Rare.
But that's the thing is like, you're not selling GoldenEye anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like Castlevania Shadows of the Night, we talked about. There's a reason.
Symphony of the Night, yeah.
Symphony of the Night. There's a reason for it. This no one's playing GoldenEye. No one gives a fuck
Right,
about-
but like Microsoft bought Rare, so then like where do they? It just doesn't make sense. But somebody brought up a good point. Yeah, Pokemon Snap, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Pokemon
Hey, if
Snap.
it just had what we just
Yeah.
said, I'd get
Yeah.
it.
Holy shit! I would get it so fast.
I don't need anything else really.
Yeah.
No.
Now personally, I know Bomberman 64 might not be on a lot of people's list. I thought that was an incredible.
I never
game.
tried that or Kirby 64.
Loved that game,
Me neither.
but that's just me.
Cute ass shit. Well, speaking real fast on